den of happy, aka the pantry.
Staging area.
I need the pan for my staging area. Okay, so you guys can see how I prep. It looks a little bit crazy, I know. So I'm going to start with a cup of graham crackers. And I just crush these. You can just chop them up in the food processor. Processor. Or you can super cheat and go onto Amazon and buy graham cracker crumbs pre-crumbed. I mean, listen, you don't want to put in the food processor, that's your biz.
But you could just like smash them with like a...
Oh no, it's great. It's very therapeutic. You take the rolling pin and just beat the crap out of them.
We're gonna use like one of these like, where's our mallet?
Oh yes, our meat mallet.
One of these suckers. Really smash it.
You can do all kinds of things. I mean, really just get that anger out. And then I have about 2 teaspoons of sugar, and we're gonna pour that in really quickly. And then I have 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I'm going to melt. And this is going to be the base for our crust. And what I love about this cheesecake is that it literally takes 30 minutes in the Instapot. 30 minutes, high pressure, and then you natural release it, and you can let it chill in the refrigerator for 4 hours to 24 hours. And it's, I mean,
and how long is natural release again?
Natural release is 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes. So I'm going to pull out my handy dandy KitchenAid mixer. I don't know if you guys can still see, I just want to make sure. And I'm gonna plug this in. Make sure I don't unplug any of our wires.
Or knock over my important beer.
You can see where his priorities are. We're here trying to film a show.
Jeez.
Part of the booze and barbecue.
Booze and barbecue.
Rude.
Real rude.
Okay, so we have our butter melted. And we're going to just mix this in really quick. Anna, why would you like to mix that for me?
Sure.
I'm gonna get you a spatula.
She retired.
No, she's
No
still
way,
there.
she's still doing it, yeah.
And she looks fantastic.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yes, it will. You know. Personal trainer, Botox.
Maybe if we get more followers to like and subscribe, we'll also be able to afford personal trainers and Botox.
Here's my personal trainer. So, yeah.
This is the crows I do right here.
Yeah. 12 ounce pearls. Oh, you guys know what we're talking about.
Okay,
Ladies
so
do. Ladies do.
I've washed my hands for 20 seconds, right, Myra? 20 seconds. My sister-in-law agrees. 20 seconds. Make sure it's, you know.
So just like that.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then we have an 8-quart Instapot because we have a lot of people in our house all the time. So I'm able to use an 8-inch springform. If you have the 6-quart Instapot, not a big deal. You can do a 6-inch springform pan. And then I also like to use a disposable cake round in the bottom. It just helps it if you are taking it to a friend's house and you don't want to leave your springform pan, because guaranteed the bottom's never coming back.
Wow.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed it's never coming back. So I'm going to spray the inside of the springform pan with just some Pam, make sure nothing sticks or is crazy. And then I'm going to pour in the graham cracker crumbs. That.
You know what? Just in case.
And they smell so good. It smells like Teddy Grahams. Oh, thank you. Okay. I washed my hands, Chris. 20 seconds, just like my dietitian told me.
Yeah.
So you guys just push these in, get them nice and firm. You don't want them too far up because you want to make sure that you have a crust. You know. The bottom, if you spread them too far up, it gets really thin on the bottom and then you lose all that crusty, buttery, graham crackery, You were lurking over my shoulder.
I was appreciating Teddy Bear.
Oh, yes. Guys, I just want you to know that we are at 56 subscribers right now on our YouTube. And I would love for us to get to 100 for our guys here for Father's Day.
I would really appreciate it.
So if you want to share with your friends, if you think we're hysterical, or if you think we're suck, show us to your friends. Let them be the judge.
Yeah, let them know if you suck or not.
All right, so.
No judgy pants here.
No judgy pants. I think maybe, what if we get to like 100 subscribers and we do something cool?
Yeah.
Like they can go to the food trucks.
Like a t-shirt?
We could do a t-shirt.
I mean, who doesn't want one of these? Oh, don't look.
I was looking.
He was looking.
So I'm just gonna rinse my hands of graham crackers really quickly, and then I'm gonna pop this into the freezer to let it set. I know everyone's saying, what do you mean freezer? You always bake a cheesecake crust. Well, maybe you're not saying that if you've never baked a cheesecake before, but the freezer helps it set, and then the Instapot cooks your crust. So I've got 16 ounces of cream cheese. Yes, thank you. 16 ounces of cream cheese. I've let it sit at room temperature. Room temperature is best. It makes it nice and easy to mix up. And then you can do this by hand. God bless you if you choose that route. You can also use a hand mixer. No need to have anything fancy.
You know, I want to say something. KitchenAids are awesome.
Yes.
They're amazing, honestly.
Well worth the
the
investment.
money.
Yes.
Them and also Instapots.
Yes.
And we are not getting any endorsements
Nope.
from them at all, but they rock. You really do a lot of things. Unless you want to do the old-fashioned way and just do it by hand.
I used to. That's so much.
No.
Oh my god.
It was a lot of.
Too old for that.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got my 16 ounces of cream cheese, room temperature in here, and I'm going to put my little whisk attachment on, and then I'm just gonna get it good and mixed through. You don't wanna over mix because then you take all the air out of your cream cheese and it makes a really nasty, dense, it's not good. It's better this way. So now I add in half a cup of sugar just to get that good and incorporated. And I know it's incorporated when I can see the bottom of the mixer, if that makes sense. So all the sugars kind of come off the bottom and is thoroughly mixed through. So I'm gonna leave my mixer on low and I add 2 eggs. Oh my gosh, you even watched this one?
Yeah.
He's the best family ever. And I start adding in my egg. Oh, thank you. I feel like a professional. Now I know what Martha Stewart feels like.
You scooped up.
I would love that. So I just added my room temperature eggs. And I'm actually gonna stop it halfway through so that way, again, it doesn't get too lumpy and dense, and you just wanna scrape down the sides. And then I will give it like another quick mix through. Now guys, I'm giving you top secret information here. This is exactly how I make my cheesecakes for when people buy them and everything.
Where can they go for that?
They can go to @Chrissy's Confections on Facebook, or you can go to 1836 Barbecue and try my banana pudding, and then you can come try my cakes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mix in 4 tablespoons of flour. And this is it. We're coming to the end. Like, this is not a difficult, like, it's so simple. And we're just gonna mix, mix, mix until we see it kind of come smooth. You can stop and scrape down the sides for the flour. Just make sure everything is, no one wants like a big nasty mouthful of flour.
No.
And I'm just gonna mix it on high really quick just to get all the lumps pulled out.
Those pretty peaks.
I know, right? Look at that.
Peaks.
Are you talking about me or the cheesecake?
Oh.
Oh. Made it awkward. And then the last step, I'm just going to mix in 2 teaspoons of that good Mexican vanilla that I love.
Oh, where'd you get that?
From Mexico.
Oh.
My sister-in-law, Myra, her parents brought it back for me, and I mean, it adds another level.
It does?
Vanna White, would you get me my crust from the freezer?
Sure.
Thanks. Super simple, very easy, and look how perfect that turned out. Now, this is the best part. We're gonna take this off. I'm gonna close this. You don't wanna see my pores. I'm gonna unplug that. Okay. Get ready. You guys are gonna be wowed and amazed. Okay, so I'm plugging in my Instapot. I love you, Instapot. Thank you. And I'm gonna turn it on.
So we've used Instapot for every episode.
Yes, I think so. Instapot every episode.
Send them an email.
I know. Dear Instapot, we would like you to be part of our show.
Mm-hmm.
So now I take my cheesecake crust, graham cracker, sugar, butter, been sitting in the freezer for a minute. And I just scoop all of this down in here.
Jeez.
Oh, it smells so good.
And the best part is you guys can make chocolate. You could throw in some fresh berries and make it a berry cheesecake. I've made key lime cheesecakes before. You name it, you can do it. You can do it. Anything is possible with the Instapot. I was actually just going to get to that. Thank you, live studio audience. I put 1 cup of water in the base of the Instapot. So you just want to smooth out the top. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is what it is, y'all. You're still going to eat it anyway. And then I use my thing. This thing. I don't know. Handy dandy Instapot thing.
I think it's a trivet.
Technical names. And I just rest that on there, and then you lower it right into the Instapot. Oh, we're boiling.
Do I need to turn it off?
You can turn it down and then just pull off the lid. Look at that. Chris is getting a free Father's Day facial. So I have my Instapot on. Make sure you have it on sealing, not venting. Sealing, not venting. And then you put it on high pressure for 30 minutes. And you literally hit pressure cook. Oh, sorry. More. High pressure, 30 minutes. Pressure cook. And that's it.
Shout out to Princess Ali 03 who wants to subscribe.
Thank you, Princess Ali 03. We have our very own Princess Jasmine in our house. Let me make sure. No, it's on keep warm. Let's see.
So I can eat it.
I mean, it's got raw eggs in it. God bless. Excuse me, Instapot professional. Did I do that right? Everything's right? I don't want the house to blow up.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the beeps.
It's good stuff.
You can't eat that.
If Chris dies of salmonella, we'll miss him. Oh, my potatoes smell done.
They do
Shout
smell
out,
bad.
Laura. I'm gonna check my potatoes really fast.
Get worms. Cooties, not worms.
All right.
Dang, is that mine?
Sure.
All right. That is beautiful.
And what about the cheesecake?
Oh, yes, back to my cheesecake. So I did 5 minutes, 20 20 minutes natural release, and now I've let it cool in the Instant Pot for 5 minutes. You can see my Instant Pot's still steaming. I'm actually going to unplug her so she doesn't overwork too much. And then I'm just gonna take a butter knife, and I'm just gonna check for any spots that may have stuck a little bit. And then I'm actually going to pull it off of our trivet here, so that way you guys can watch the magic happen. Ah. And so we're going to very gently pop off the springform pan. And y'all, that is it. Super simple, 30-minute cheesecake, 20-minute natural release. Swatting the stupid Texas flies away. And then I would take this and I would stick it on a plate, put it in the refrigerator for 4 to 24 hours, depending upon when you need it. So if you had a dinner party on a Saturday and you wanted to make a super simple cheesecake, you could do this in the morning and your cheesecake is ready to roll for you by the time dinner time comes around. And so I'm gonna pop this onto a plate, and then I will pull out the one that I made yesterday to show you guys. And I actually have a mixed berry compote that I made yesterday that we'll throw that on top just for kind of presentation purposes. So let me just grab a plate really quick.
They're so big.
Hey. I want to see Jalissa's tiny hand next to the massive meat. It's like a tiny baby hand. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Tiny baby hand.
So while we've got the main cam on, this is our cheesecake. It's been in the refrigerator for 24 hours. I made it yesterday. And then I made a homemade berry compote. I know it sounds crazy, super simple. I just took a bag of frozen berries. I like H-E-B's frozen berries. It's a mixed berry compote. And then I did 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and then a teaspoon of vanilla. And I just let it cook down in a saucepan for 10 to 15 minutes. Really simple, really delicious. And I'm gonna show you, once you mix that all together, we're just gonna plop that right on top of the cheesecake.
And shout out to Darla Diver for liking our content.
Thank you, Darla. That's a cool name. I love that name.
Hold the diver. No?
And we're just gonna leave that like that. And that's our cheesecake, guys. Super simple, and it's delicious. I can't wait to have the guys try it. Chris is dying of smoke inhalation outside right now. My dishwasher showed up. I love it. I like the non-subtle. So we're gonna have the cheesecake set out over here for you guys to see. And then, so. Ooh, oh my gosh. So if you wanna show that on camera.
Yeah. Let's get. That's beautiful. Let me get a close up of the cheesecake itself.
Killing flies.
With that compote, is that H-E-B mixed berry? So what do you do with that? You just take the mixed berry and then.
Sorry.
What do you do?
So I took my frozen mixed berry compote. I took frozen berries from H-E-B. And then I put them in a saucepan with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. And then I just let them cook down. You sweating, buddy?
I am. That jalapeno was hot.
I told you they smelled spicy. Don't underestimate my nose. So I just cooked them down, let them sit in a saute pan for a little bit. Chris is crying. This reminds me of a time we went to Pluckers with George and he was crying through eating his wings.
we got, what was it, like hot wings?
Yeah.
And George normally gets like the sissy wings.
was recent,
What are they?
right?
What are they?
Yeah.
Like the mild wings.
Yeah.
And he got wings, and he was like crying, he's sweating, like gasping for air as he's telling us the story. And he's like, "Bro, your wings must have swapped with us." I'm like, "No, no, that wasn't what happened."
So anyway, so I just put the mixed berry compote right on top of our cheesecake here, and you guys, the cheesecake will help you. It's got dairy in it. So take a bite of that cheesecake and then let me know what you think.
So if you.
Oh, here's your no.
Oh,
You're gonna get your own slice later. You gotta share.
That jalapeno was delicious. But man, that cake.
He's literally sweating through his hat. I wish you guys could see how.
Oh yeah.
I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sweat right.
He's sweating through his hat. I mean, you were outside for a while too
Oh,
there,
yeah.
but
That jalapeno popper is probably the hottest.
Joe's not
one I've
invited
ever
to the
had.
cheesecake party.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
You're sweating, can't think
I'm
right
fixing
now.
to inhale that cheesecake. Cheers, my
Cheers.
man.
Aww.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I love the happy dance.
Yeah, right. You don't get a dance.
Uh-huh. It's not right.
Not right, yeah.
Super creamy, super smooth. That mixed berry is really good.
Thank you.
That really
All in a crock pot or Instapot.
Instapot.
My bad. Instapot.
super easy, super smooth. Like when Christy would sell these, and when we were in Hawaii, and when I was stationed there a bunch of the guys in the military with me would order cheesecakes, and all of them would say this is better than Cheesecake Factory. Like they would want, you know, cheesecakes every week almost. It seemed probably every week, every 2 weeks, something like that. Whole cheesecakes just for themselves. Thinking it's so much better than Cheesecake Factory, best cheesecakes ever. And it is really that simple. Really is that simple.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I think Marissa's my new favorite person. Sorry, Jalissa. She said, "Hey, I like sissy wings. That's not cool. Rude."
Rude, you're rude.
And then she also said, "So much for the 10 pounds."